Hi, I'm Vanessa Toro de Dugarte. I'm from Venezuela, Merida, a little town in the mountains, in the Andes mountain range. Beautiful little university town. And yeah, I'm now in South Africa. Soy de Mérida, Venezuela, un pequeño pueblito en los Andes, las montañas de los Andes, muy bonito, un pueblo muy educado y universitario. Wow, ¿cómo vine a Sudáfrica? La verdad fue un milagro, jamás, nunca imaginé que iba a estar en África, el continente de África. De hecho, creo que es el último continente que me imaginé en el que viajaría y viviría. Todo pasó por circunstancias de la vida, que estaba estudiando idiomas modernos y estaba haciendo traducciones e interpretaciones para una organización religiosa, y ellos me invitaron para hacer un trabajo de traducción aquí en África, y eso fue hace 5 años, y desde entonces aquí estoy trabajando como profesora universitaria. Before I came to Africa, I actually didn't. I was afraid of the unknown. You know, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know. I must say that most of South Americans have the idea of Africa of what Discovery Channel portrays. And what Discovery Channel shows is, first of all, hunger. Second of all, lots of animals, wild animals. And third, lots of AIDS. Okay? So those 3 things were, for me, weren't scary, because you can, I mean, if I go hungry, good, I'll lose weight. Second, in terms of second, what
You'd run away from the animals, maybe?
Yes, no, the animals, I don't think they'll come into my house, and you know,
Yeah.
I'm not one of those that think that lions are running around on the streets and stuff like that. But for me, that was like, well, a safari, I'll be able to see. For me, or for South Americans, it's not common to see lions and giraffes, and I mean, it's one in a lifetime opportunity, you know. Same as you probably won't ever see a boa, you know, in its wild, just like I've seen it.
Yeah, true.
And in terms of AIDS, for me, I think that was the scariest, in terms of, because I didn't know who has AIDS and what, you know, can I get it, can
100%.
I, you know, and that was a little bit. But then when I came here, South Africa completely blew my mind away. I was so surprised of how beautiful, how well received and welcomed I felt, and just what a wrong perspective we have of Africa, you know. But then something else came up. Well, as soon as I arrived at the airport for the very first time in South Africa, and I was not happy about it, and it's how blunt and in your face racism is. Something that I am not used to, and I refuse to be part of, and it is wrong. So Africa is wrong. You know, you have to stop it, you know. For me, it's so wrong, and every time I can, I speak about it, and I am not going to back down. Racism is wrong, you know, and you need to stop it somehow. Primero que nada, estudiar mucho. Hay que prepararse bien. Segundo, siempre tener sueños más grandes de lo que puedas lograr. Y eso significa que te vas a retar, vas a retarte todo el tiempo, vas a retarte, y siempre buscando algo más allá de lo cotidiano, de lo normal. Eso es lo que yo le recomendaría a una persona que quiera vivir en el exterior, estudiar, trabajar en el exterior. The first thing that comes to mind is that people think that because you speak a second language or a third language, you can immediately interpret or translate, which is very wrong. You cannot do it. It takes a lot of years of studies to actually become an interpreter, and it takes a lot of practice. It takes it also is like a natural instinct. Just to give you an example of an exercise that we have to do in order for you to become a good interpreter is that you have to listen to a speech of 15 minutes and you have to remember it. The 15 minutes. You have to try to remember it and then portray it in the second language or speak it in a second language. So most people usually remember 5 minutes or less. An interpreter will be able to remember at least 12 minutes. But it is practice. It takes practice. You have to train your brain to concentrate. You also have to take notes somehow. Not everything, but short notes. So yes, the misconception is that you can do it. It doesn't take anything, or anyone can do it. No, not anyone can do it. And in terms of translation as well, is not only to just look for the best, look for the other word that means. So if you say hola, and you say hello, you're a translator. Not really. You also have to know about linguistics. You also have to know about spelling, grammar. You have to know about pragmatics. You have to know about semantics. You have to know it's a deep science in it, And also, if I'm from Venezuela, then my Spanish would be located or more likely to go towards the Venezuelan Spanish. But in fact, if someone comes and say, actually we want Spanish from Peru, then I have to do what it's localization. I have to take your English and take it into a context where it'll be understood. It's the same Spanish, but there's some little tweaks that you do that makes it from a country. So yes, that's the biggest misconception, that it doesn't take a professional to do it, but in fact it does. There's a lot of things behind it. Usually, someone that studies linguistics and it goes into the languages area, it's a person that reads a lot. It's a must. It's a person that likes to go deeper than just the norm. It's not enough to know ABC. You want to know where ABC came from and how the arrangement of ABC was done. Why does A come first and not B? Or why not Z? So it takes a lot of analysis. It also requires a lot of studies. It's not. A lot of people think I'll go into linguistics because it's easy, but in fact, the analysis that goes into linguistics, I would compare it into a mathematical, physical, or chemical exercise. It's just that you'll never get a result, whereas in math you'll get a final result. In linguistics, you get 3 results out of the same thing.